Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Kat here. So I just filmed like a super cute thumbnail with this little pumpkin. Isn't it cute? We got it at Costco. Actually, we have two. There's the other one. So we're gonna carve these up on Halloween, but yeah, they're just cute little babies. Like, they're like the perfect size. And thank goodness for Costco. Japan doesn't really have pumpkins. So yeah, I'm feeling really like spooky. So tomorrow starts off the Spookathon, and it is hosted by a bunch of YouTubers, but the one that I know is Books and Lala. I will post all of the links for the original creators down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the challenges. So I just have my list, so let me just refer to that. So the number one is a thriller. So this is a book that I picked up from the US a little while ago. I haven't even hauled it, but I've been super excited to read it. And it is Stolen by Lucy Christopher. And Stolen is about a girl who is kidnapped from an airport and taken to the Australian outback. So actually this is written in epistolary format, and she's writing letters like to her captive, and I have heard really good things about it, and it should be really creepy because one of the main elements that makes it so creepy is that the captor isn't bad looking, isn't in any way like deformed or like seeming in any way to be mentally different. He's described as like ruggedly handsome and really good looking, but she's just she's taken by him and expected to love him back. And I feel like it could go one of two ways. Like, she tries to escape, or she has Stockholm Syndrome, and either way would be terrifying. It's supposed to be a psycho thriller, so I'm really intrigued to read this one, and I'm glad I hadn't read it previously because it's the perfect read for this month. Okay, so getting on to a spooky title. So a spooky title, I'm gonna say They Both Die at the End by Silvera. This story follows a world where there is a machine who knows when people will die. When it's the day before your death, you are notified that this is your last day, and so it tells you about also other people who are going to die as well, so you can kind of get together and spend your last few hours with people of the same mindset, maybe check off like a few items from your bucket list. And I've heard nothing but great reviews about this book, and the last book I read by Silvera completely tore me up, so looking forward to crying about this one. Okay, so for the next three challenges, I didn't really have any books already that fit that category, and I was bad and wasn't really thinking about it, so I didn't like order any books to fill the gaps, so I will be reading them on my Kindle, but I'm really looking forward to them. So the next one I want to talk about is a book with an orange cover, and it looks like I do have books with orange covers, but those I've already read, and then those down the bottom are not at all spooky, so what can you do? So the book that I'm going to pick up is The Halloween Tree by Bradbury. If you don't know, I'm a huge Bradbury fan. I just did some short story recommendations. I will leave the link down below that are like spooky and would be great for Halloween. But I'm looking to read more by Bradbury. He's an author that I know, obviously he has passed away, so I'm trying not to read him out too quickly. So every once in a while I will pick up a Bradbury book and read it, so hopefully I can enjoy him for a long time to come. But his book Halloween Tree I think really fits the spirit of this challenge, and it follows a group of young boys who are taken on a journey by an otherworld being to discover the history of Halloween and the ghosts and the ghouls and all the mysterious things about Halloween. So I know that they travel around Egypt and they go to different civilizations, and it's supposed to be really creepy and spooky and all about Halloween. So I think it is going to be a really great challenge. And it has adorable little orange pumpkins on the cover, so I really think it is just a perfect fit for this little Spookathon challenge. Okay, and next up is A Childhood Fear. And for this one, I'm gonna go into an author that creeps me the F out. Like, she is probably my number one creepiest author, and it is Poppy Z. Brite. I read Exquisite Corpse by Poppy Z. Brite when I was backpacking through Thailand. It was one of those times when like you just trade your novel for another English novel, and there were like two to choose from. One by like Sarah Dessen and then one by Poppy Z. Brite, and I was like, okay, not the Dessen, looks perfect, Poppy Z. Brite. This book gave me nightmares on the night train in Thailand. Like, it was terrifying, and oh my god. So I haven't read Poppy Z. Brite again because I was so terrified of that time, but Spookathon, you're supposed to kind of be scared, so I was like, okay, well, let's challenge myself. So the book I'm going to read is called Drawing Blood. And This could also be under the orange cover tag, I do understand, but it is a major fear of mine, drawing blood. And not only is it a childhood fear, it is a now fear. I just had blood drawn for my annual checkup, and I like almost cried. I hate having blood drawn more than like anything else. This book deals with a boy who, his father basically goes crazy and slaughters their entire family, and then he is on the run, and he is trying to escape not only the people after him, but also the demons within himself, which he thinks might carry over from his father. So I think it's gonna be ultra violent, super creepy, and totally Pop Izzy Brite, and I can't wait. Because one of the things she does so well is like she writes kind of about areas North Carolina and south to New Orleans, and it's kind of the way she writes is very gothic and a creeping feeling. So I think it really fits into this whole theme for the Spookathon. It is a childhood fear, and it is orange, and it is a spooky title. So like it is just ticking all of the boxes. And the last book that I'm gonna do on the TBR is for the spooky setting. And it's not only a spooky setting, it is like a very scary setting. So it is In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami. And Ryu Murakami is a writer that is ultra visceral. So sometimes I have had to put his books down in the past. I tried to read Almost Transparent Blue, and there was so much explicit drug use and needle use that I just couldn't stomach it, so I had to DNF that book. But this one deals with a man who is kind of a sex tourist, and he is paying a local guide to show him around the dirty sexual underbelly of Tokyo, and as they're going, a string of serial murders and slaughters starts to happen, and it's kind of interweaving with their own narrative, and I think things will just go crazy. So I've heard really good things about this. If you are a fan of twisted, dark, gritty tales, if you're not so into it, I wouldn't recommend it. It's highly adult, but it is a psycho-sexual thriller is how it is billed. So this could be spooky setting, and this could be spooky title, and this could be thriller. So yeah, this is also a great book for like a lot of the things. So I am hoping to get to all of these books. I'm gonna start them tomorrow. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you are having a very spooky Halloween. I can't wait to see what everyone reads for the Spookathon, because I really do love creepy, gritty, dark books. Not so much like pop out and scare you kind, but like the kind where you're thinking about it a long time afterwards, like creeped out to your core. So yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you are too. So without further ado, I'm gonna say bye. Bye!